The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Nashville. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way up near the 25. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Draw play. This is Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is. Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The 1st down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Prescott. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And Wilson with it, complete. Touchdown. Cedric Wilson, 34 yards. yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays right after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
First down and much more for Henry. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 64 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Pull it good on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you...
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And this will get them all the way inside the Tennessee 20. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect, bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Prescott rolling to his right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Rumbling past the 30 and all the way up to the 33-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now at first down, Henry with a little bit of running room. Nice gain. He'll get about 6 yards there.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They're running the jet sweep with Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. He'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Tannehill on 3rd down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A first down throw for Prescott. He's got his receiver, Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Being chased out left. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott from the gun. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farland. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned in.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
Flush to, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. To throw is Prescott.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's got some space here. And he will finally be taken down at the Titans' 32-yard line.
62 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And that is incomplete. When they need to play on 3rd down, you kind of know what direction the ball's going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Tannehill on 1st down. Flushed out right. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Terrell Basham able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has...